and we accept each other just as we are. That is a remarkable woman holding your hand, who loves you truly and remarkably. Kevin, spend every day of your life making this woman grateful for the decision she made here today. Kevin, do you promise to love Courtney and cherish her in sickness and in health, in the good times and in the bad times? And do you promise to keep yourself to her and to her only, as long as you both live? Courtney, I have loved this man holding your hands since this man was a boy. And I've had the privilege of walking alongside Kevin and being his friend and being in his life for a whole lot of years. And watching him grow from a boy to a young man and now a remarkably mature man. And he really loves you. Those of us who have loved Kevin for a long time have been praying a long time for you. We just didn't know the name to attach to those prayers, but we have been praying that God would bring us you. And when you came, we knew you were the answer to those prayers. And we're so glad to have you in our lives and in our family. I asked Kevin, who has shared with me many times in many ways through the growing of your relationship, through each piece of it and all the progression of it, I've asked him to say in words that we could all share and understand and love. In all the world, those he could choose to give him to, share himself with, or share his life with, why in this world he had chosen you. I want you to hear part of what he said. He says, Courtney fell in love with me before I knew that I loved her. She loved me when I was still deep in addiction. This has always helped me know that she doesn't love me for who she wants me to be, nor for the person she thinks I can be. She really loves me for the person I am right now. I've never really understood how she does that, much less why. However, she was able to love me when I was selfish, arrogant, and inconsiderate. I had found someone completely unlike me. She's rational without being emotionless, intelligent without being haughty. She plans without being manipulative, and she has passion for healthy things. If I were marrying me, we might have fun for a little while, but eventually I would drive me crazy. I'd also be completely broke. Courtney has a plan for getting us out of debt in 2 years. I have rarely, if ever, looked that far ahead. I have intelligence, but very little wisdom. I can come up with a plan, but I rarely follow through with it for any length of time. I have found in this relationship a lifelong partner who's willing to go with me through tough times, able to understand my ramblings, most of the time anyway, and capable of truly trusting me. She wants to help me reach for more in life. Courtney, I don't have to convince you, but you and I both know it's true. That's a really good man holding your hand. And he loves you. And Courtney, spend every day of your life making Kevin grateful for the decision that he made here today. Courtney, do you promise to love Kevin and cherish him in sickness and in health, in the good times and in the bad times? And do you promise to keep yourself to him and him only, as long as you both shall live? It's been a tradition among God's people for thousands of years to give and receive a ring. to symbolize what's happening here today. A ring being the perfect symbol in its circle of completeness, of something that never begins and never ends, it just always is. And that's the power of the symbol of these rings. Last night, when we were gathered in this very place, with your family and your friends and the people that love you most in the whole world, each one of us took turns holding these rings that you're soon to wear and prayed God's blessings on you, your marriage, and your life together. And I truly believe that not only now are they symbols of something sweet and special, but all of the people that love you most have held them in their hands and prayed God's blessings as you wear them. I believe that these rings have become truly holy things to represent this holy relationship. Kevin, I'd like you to put this ring on Courtney's finger. And repeat after me. Courtney, with this ring, I give you myself and all of my love, as long as we both show it. And Courtney, you'll put this on Kevin's finger. And repeat after me. Kevin, with this ring, I give you myself and all of my life, as long as we both show it. As long as we have record of God's people, the lighting of the candle among God's people has always symbolized life to us. And the flame of life that God put down inside each one of us as He gave us immortal souls. And just a few minutes ago, two sweet women of God, who God used to give life to the two of you, walked down this aisle and lit two candles, symbolizing the giving of that life from God through their wombs. And now I'm going to encourage the two of you to go and to take those two candles that represent your individual lives and light the one candle that represents the weaving together of two lives into one.